What's up, everyone? It's day 2 of phase 1 of the Live Hard program. I just finished my 45-minute outdoor workout. I did a 35-pound ruck up and down my road. I went a little over 2.3 miles. Broke a little sweat. I had 2 jackets on. It's probably 27 degrees right now. It wasn't windy like it was yesterday, so it was just nice and sunny. Like, it felt fine. That's why I was actually sweating. I didn't need all that. I had gloves on. It wasn't that cold. The gloves helped, just so you don't have to, put your hands in your pockets, but it's cold everywhere right now. So if you're having to, I guess if you're doing the program, you're having to work out outside, just make sure you're putting in more effort and you'll warm up. That was just the case. I walked faster. I can't really run with my backpack just because of the way it's an actual backpack. I still never invested in a Go Ruck or one of those. But sometimes I switch up my outdoor cardio and I'll go to the track and I'll sprint the straight part of it and then walk around the curves. Usually get in about 12 laps, so that's about 3 miles, 10 to 12 laps in that 45-minute time period. It just depends on how I feel. If I feel like it's only about 10 minutes away where I'll drive to the local high school track. It just depends on when I'm gonna do my cardio, if they're having a school thing, if it's during school, you can't go. So there's just different options. Sometimes I like to do the speed bag and burpees in my driveway. It just depends. So for right now, I've just been doing the ruck. Same thing as yesterday, just motivated. There's no issues following a diet whenever you've been off of a diet for 2 months, essentially. I went on a cruise and ate whatever for a whole week. And then I just went to Las Vegas last week and same thing, just eating whatever. Still stayed off the drinking though. That was one thing that I've stayed off since October 1st of 2022. The first time I started 75 hard and actually completed it. That was actually the 4th time I started it, 4th or 5th, but I failed it because I would drink. So drinking was one of the things that I kind of cut out completely. It was basically a problem in my life. I don't need it. Nobody really needs it. Drinking is borrowing tomorrow's happiness today. It's giving you confidence that you should just have on your own. And whenever you do things consistently that are hard and that need to be done and you don't necessarily want to do them, that's how you build confidence. You don't need a liquid to give you that confidence. It's just, you can do what you want. That's just my opinion of it. My dad was a severe alcoholic, probably still is. I don't really know. I haven't talked to him in, I don't know how many years. 10, at least 10. I haven't seen him in 10, but don't feel bad. It's not something I wanted to see anyways. So that was just a decision I made. So basically Mackenzie, my daughter, doesn't see that as the example. So she doesn't get out of high school. She's 15 now. So I don't want her thinking it's cool. I want her thinking it's not even like an option, not even want to think about trying it. You know what I mean? Which they will. They'll have to find out on their own. But if you make it look like it's worse, as bad as it is, then there's a better chance there won't be as much usage. So, but other than that, today I worked out 3 times. I'm off work, as you can tell. I'm at my house. I woke up this morning. I did an hour and 10 minutes on my tread climber at my house. Then I went to the gym and did an hour on the treadmill like I did yesterday. And then I did a leg workout. I did legs today. It felt good. After that, I kind of just did some stuff around my house. I had to get some propane delivered because that's what my house heater and everything run off of. My hot water had frozen. The temperatures here were below freezing. The last few days, below 10. So my hot water froze, but it came back to life. And I don't have a tank. I have a tankless water heater, and the tankless setup is like on the back of my house, so it just froze, I guess. But everything's good. Just did my 45-minute outdoor workout. Got all that done. I am going to say this because one thing about doing this phase 1 already is these cold showers suck. I guess you're supposed to get used to it, but like I don't mind taking a cold shower in the summer because the ground isn't as cold, so the water coming out when it's all the way cold on the shower is probably 30 degrees warmer than it is right now. It has to be probably just barely above freezing. I don't know how it could be any warmer when it's 10 outside and obviously it's not below 32 because it's not frozen, but that's just something I've been doing it in the morning, which I've only done 2 days now, but I'm doing it when I wake up. After I do my cardio, I take a shower and get ready for the day. And that's at the end of my shower, I do that 5 minutes. And so far it's been rough, but it's a good time to stand there for 5 minutes, make sure you're all the way in the water. You're not just dipping your toe in it or spraying your leg, but start to put your mindset somewhere else and visualizing your goals and where you want to be. It's just an escape route. I tried doing that today, but it was still too cold. So I'm going to work on that. That's just what you're supposed to do. Even if you do like an ice bath or a cold plunge, I mean, you just got to put yourself somewhere else and tell yourself it's not as bad as it is. And you do get used to it. It's just, I don't know. We'll see. But not going to give up on it, obviously. The other tasks I included, which were, we have the workouts on phase 1, the diet, the gallon, the progress picture, all that. I added in to make a post promoting First Form products online. So I did that on Facebook. I added listening to a podcast each day, which I picked like Ed Milet's show today with Tony Robbins was really good, and making these videos. So those are my 3 extra tasks. So that makes 10 tasks for the entire day, with the cold shower and the 10-minute visualization added in to the other 5 that were there. So we'll see. You know, it's just, there's good motivation right now. I feel great. Just the cold shower thing, which is not anything that's going to stop me. The cold weather with the outdoor cardio, that's just something you have to deal with. I work outside anyways whenever I'm at work. So it's, if you have to do something, you just have to do it. You have to set your priorities and your goals and do it no matter what. That's how you build the self-confidence and the self-belief. And you get rid of that anxiety, that feeling you have of, you know, you feel lost. You don't have any direction because you don't have a plan. That's the main thing you have to do, is always have a plan, have a goal line. Like I was saying yesterday, a lot of people have their priorities out of line. If you look at people, just for example, right now it's the end of football season and everybody's complaining that their team lost or whatever, complaining that their team shouldn't have, whatever the case, complaining about something that's irrelevant, essentially. Unless you're betting on something and you're invested in this thing, the time that you're putting into this, while you're constantly putting no time into your fitness and your health and your personal development, your priorities are way out of line. That's why you consistently just follow the same path. You'll go, people have this misconception, and I could be wrong, but this is the way I look at it. Andy talks about this all the time. You complete your critical tasks for the day, your power list, so you win the day. And then you win enough days, you win the week. You win enough weeks, you win the month. You win enough months, you win the year. You win enough years, you win your life, right? So people think Monday through Friday, you win each day. You go, you wake up, you do your workout, you drink your water, you follow your diet, you do all the things that you're supposed to do Monday through Friday. And then Friday night, you go out drinking. You skip out on the workout Saturday, still drinking. You drink on Sunday. So you had 5 wins, but you took 2 big L's. So 5 and 2 is 5 of 7 is counted as necessarily a win. That's 70% of 100%. If you look at it, 71 or 2, but you put yourself back further behind than you were when you started on Monday, or at least 2 where you were on Monday. So did you actually win the week? And I think that's a big problem with people thinking that they're doing the right things going through each week and having these wins, counting these days as wins, and then they get to the end of the week and they do these things and their life never changes because they're constantly doing this revolving door of Monday through Friday, maybe Monday through Thursday. If you win 4 of 7, that's what, 4 and 3 record. That's the winning season, right? Technically, but you're not getting anywhere. You're actually probably regressing because you're putting this effort in, then you're doing these things that alter everything that you just did, negate it essentially. And you don't get the body you want. You don't get the income that you want. You don't get the relationship that you want. You don't get all the things that you think that you should be earning because you think you're putting in this work and this effort and it's not coming. Well, maybe you should start changing those things up. Stop putting in the drink on Friday night. Hit everything Monday through Saturday. And then Sunday, at least hit some cardio. Do whatever it is on your list that's, personal to you. But this idea that you're going to just create the life that you want and you're only putting in 70% effort, which really if you do an equation like that, you do really good, and then you do a bunch of things that regress your progress, you're not going to get anywhere. And I've done this most of my life. That's why I'm saying this, because it's something that I've, acknowledged, and a lot of people haven't yet. I've never heard anybody say anything like that. We always hear Andy talk about winning, how you win. Stack up these wins, you win these areas. But what if you are doing what I just said? I don't think that counts as a win. You didn't win the week if you just threw everything away on Saturday or Friday night through Sunday night. Like, that can't be right. So get your priorities straight. Do the things that you need to be doing. Cut out the crap. If you need to have a cheat meal, which you're not going to be having if you're doing a program like this, but if you're just a regular person doing your regular life and you're trying to follow a diet and you're getting in shape, whether you're gaining weight or losing weight, whatever your goal is, there's going to be times where you're going to have a snack, you're going to have a meal, but don't make it a day. Don't make it a whole week. Don't just keep falling off track and let it just domino all the way down. You have to take action and control that stuff. It has to be, regulated at some point. And that's just an idea that popped in my head. I was thinking about it for at least 2 weeks now about that. You can't just keep counting wins and then your win has to be much bigger than your losses that you're putting in. So if you're spending that time not chasing your goals, doing things that are negatively affecting your lifestyle and your progress towards your goals, you're going backwards, really, or essentially staying the same. So if that's something you are doing, don't expect to be making the progress that you want to be having or that you're expecting to have, because you hear these things like, if I win this day in this many days, I should be winning. You're not going to be. You just need to take control of what you're doing. And the best way to do that is the 75 Hard program if you've never done it. If you've already done it, you need to finish with the Live Hard program and finish each phase. And you can learn all about that on episode 208 of the Real AF podcast with Andy Frisella. You can also pre-order. Actually, he had a new book come out, the book on mental toughness. I'm reading it right now. It's in my room though. But pre-sale was before New Year's. The first release was January 1st. I got a copy then. Apparently now the whole next pre-sale is sold out. So you're just gonna have to keep checking back. There's Real American Freedom gear coming out tomorrow night. Tomorrow's Wednesday, January 17th, 7 p.m. Central Time. AndyFrisella.com or RealAmericanFreedom.com. I think it just links you back to AndyFrisella.com. But try both. Set your timer because the stuff will sell out in a few minutes. I'm gonna make sure to get some. These hats, there's gonna be all new stuff than last time, so get yours while it's there. If you want to support some of the greats of our lifetime, you can buy First Form products through my link. I'll put that in the description. If you didn't know already, I joined the Legionnaire program right after I finished 75 Hard in November. I had no affiliation between me and Andy before that. I didn't win the contest because he knew who I was. We've never talked. I've never sent him a message and he's replied. It's always, I might, like everything he posts, but that's about it. There's no favoritism that was played. I actually won that fair and square. I mean, I was chosen as the winner. It's something I'm really proud of, and that nothing can ever take that away from me. That was just something that I put a lot of effort into, and the results were there. The results were there, and then the outcome came because of all the effort that was put in. I did the entire 75 days with intent, posting the videos, talking about the lifestyle, going to all these jobs I was going on, hours away from home, working long hours. I put it out there for you to see what it's like, and that you too can also achieve it, even if you have the busiest lifestyle that there is. You just got to make the time. You got to prioritize your time. You have to manage everything in a way that you can get everything in, because if you don't, you're going to get to the end of the day and you're going to be forgetting things, and then you're starting over, or basically going back to the life you were living if you don't start over again. So keep that in mind if you're wasting your weekends, because you're not going to be winning like you think you should be. And I think that's all I got for today. I'll be back tomorrow for day 3. Peace.